Cheering crowds lined the street to welcome Paul Revere and the dawn of a rebellion that would change the world. The 250th reenactment of the Patriots' famous ride just wrapped up with his arrival in Lexington. This was a night that brought strangers and neighbors together to reflect and to celebrate. Thanks for being with us. I'm Lisa Hughes.
And I'm David Wade. Tonight we have team coverage bookending this historic night. Julia McDonald in Boston, where this long trek began. But let's start with Brandon Truitt in Lexington, where Paul Revere just arrived. Brandon.
Hey guys, they had really timed this down to the minute as things happened in real time 250 years ago. And it's because of the battles here in Lexington and neighboring Concord that we have Patriots Day to begin with, far before the marathon tradition of a Red Sox home game. So later tonight, just about an hour ago, Paul Revere made his arrival here right on time. The crowds cheering, really lining shoulder to shoulder to watch this history in action as he delivered the message that the British were coming. The battle started the next morning. And of course, we've all heard about the shot heard around the world, signaling the first shot of the American Revolution. But there is a bit of a debate as to where that shot happened.
This has been pretty straightforward and also super complicated for 250 years.
The towns of Lexington and Concord are fundamental to American history, but which town fired the first shot of the Revolution? Here's Park Ranger Jared Foose.
We are standing at Concord's Old North Bridge.
After a rogue shot caused a shooting spree in Lexington on the morning of April 19th, British troops marched 7 miles to Concord. That's where they ran into an army of militiamen, ready thanks to Paul Revere. And after British troops fired again without permission, the hundreds of Concord militia were finally ordered to fire.
And that is the shot heard around the world. That is the first moment that the militia soldiers are ordered to fire at their own government soldiers, those British regulars.
So the history books, and the Park Service for that matter, call it for Concord on a bit of a technicality, but there's no denying the roles both towns played in shaping America.
This fight particularly, they are 50 to 60 yards away from each other. That is well within killing distance of one of these muskets.
Just 2 years ago, signs of that sacrifice when musket balls from the battle in Concord were unearthed.
We didn't expect that we were going to find anything out here when we did that survey, and then suddenly to find one, and then another, and another, and another.
A discovery 250 years in the making, enough to make you stop and think.
Who are we 250 years later after these events? But then also thinking about how lucky we are to have preserved these spaces.
So they're actually going to display those musket balls at the Minuteman National Park over the summer. You have a chance to go see them. By the way, the Concord Museum also has one of the original lanterns that Paul Revere used. Back here in Lexington, I've learned that they actually flew people from the UK to play British soldiers in the reenactment tomorrow morning. That's about as authentic as you're going to get. It all starts tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Live in Lexington, Brandon Truitt, WBZ News.
Brandon, thank you. They really have thought of every detail.